Okay, we are in a house. It's probably at one time a 5 or 6 bedroom house. It's been remodeled. Currently, it's pretty much gutted down to the 2x4s. And this was done by my niece and her family. The daughter of my niece, my great niece, is with me here. Say hi, Jackie.
Hi.
I can't find you, but say hi. Kind of standing in the middle of the upstairs. A lot of holes in the floor, so I'm not going to move around a lot. Now, again, I don't know the age of the house, don't really know the history of the house outside of shortly after my niece bought it. And a neighbor across the street contacted her saying that there was a flashlight moving around in one of these 2 front upstairs windows. Now, the house was locked down and there was nobody in the house that would have a flashlight.
No windows were broken. Well, there are holes in the windows, but
nothing somebody can get in.
No human can get in.
So the house was secure, but she called them and said there's somebody upstairs with a flashlight. There was nobody upstairs. Now, the only history I know of this house is right over here. These banisters, nice little staircase here, the waist-high banister. Now, somebody hung themselves from this banister. It goes down the stairs. Now, it must have been, I'm purely speculating here, that he hung himself and dropped down into the gap between the stairs. It's hard to say. Okay, I'm going to switch cameras here now, and we're going to do a little investigation. It's hotter than hell in this house, so we're probably not going to last very long, so I'm going to get on it. It's in good shape. I don't know the specs on this story, but it is confirmed. Jackie, do you know, was it the owner that did it, or you said it was 2 owners prior?
It was 2 owners before we owned it.
But do you know if it was the owner that owned it?
I don't know. I don't know if it was part of his family or if he was the actual owner. Okay. I don't know.
I don't know the details of this story, but it is confirmed somebody hung themselves in some way off of this staircase. Now, if it's connected to something up there and hung itself, connected to the banister. How it happened, I don't know.
Keep in mind, the ceiling was plaster.
Yeah, this was a solid wall, and I'm assuming a solid wall here.
Yes. So when we bought it, there was nothing connected to the ceiling that he could have hung himself from.
So it's more than likely he tied himself to the banister and dropped down into that pocket. Either way, he hung himself in this staircase in one way or another. Don't know his name, don't know his age, don't know how long it's been since the incident. Going to try the spirit box, going to try the necrophonic. If there's anybody here in this house wants to speak with us, I've got the EMF reader over here. I'll be watching that, I think. I'll be keeping an eye on that. Anybody here wants to speak with us? You can either speak directly into the camera that Jackie is holding, or you can speak using my devices. This is a radio that scans channels rapidly, and it has been known spirits can manipulate it. I don't say it in person very often, but if you like what you're seeing, subscribe to my channel, give me the thumbs up button, and share it with your friends. I'm just beginning at YouTubing, but I need more subscribers. I hate to beg, but please. Okay, scanning FM radio stations. I didn't turn the volume up. Bear with me, folks. Hey, if you're here and you'd like to speak with us, by all means, let us know. Get you a little bit closer to the camera here so you can hear it. Lots of talking. Can you say hello to let me know I'm getting you? Lots of talking. There aren't that many radio channels in this area that I'm picking up that much. Can you say your name? Looking to speak with the gentleman that took his life. Can you tell me your name if you're here? And if you speak and we don't understand it, we will listen back to this recording. I don't know any names, so I can't call you by name unless you say it loud and with purpose on my radio.
Tried that.
Tried that?
Yep.
Did you say your name and I didn't hear it? I will hear it when I listen back.
Can you say your name again? Unique?
Knowing this town, there's probably not been too many uniques in this town. A lot of talk, so I don't want to interrupt you. Again, if anybody's in this house would like to communicate, come forward. I want to. Okay. Okay, you're answering me. Can you come up and say your name? That one that just said, okay. Roger.
Is your name Roger?
If you're here and you can't manipulate the waves, can you make a knock in this house?
I swear to God, I just heard a knock. Oh my God.
What direction?
Over there.
Okay. I'm going to turn off this radio for a minute. I do have another radio you'll be able to speak to me with. But we're going to try something else here.
It was very, very faint, but I heard it.
And as close as the box is, camera probably didn't pick it up.
So I heard the knock somewhere
In that direction.
over here.
If you made a knock when I asked, can you do it again? I'm going to do it a couple times here. Let me show you what I want to hear. Can you do that to a wall or a board? Can you move something around downstairs? No? Just knock like this. One time if you can. Anywhere in this house. Okay, I'm going to turn on this other radio. You'll still have the opportunity, if you are able, knock, tap on a window pane. Like that. I think I've upset a neighbor dog.
You can make any type of noise. You can,
Rustle that bag that's hanging on this post here.
right here.
Just tap it like Jackie's doing there. Okay, it's settled down now. Tap it like she just did. Just make it wiggle.
We don't have to see the movement. All we have to do is hear it.
Okay, our battery went from full power to dead in the little time we were talking here. We've got a new battery. We'd like to speak with you. Still waiting for me to hear a knock. Jackie says she heard one. I don't know if my radio drowned that. But if you're drawing battery powered, this device in my hand, I'm going to turn it on here. See it okay?
Yep.
It lights up like that. It's going to sit on green, but if you're here and you'd like to mess with power, this house doesn't have any power in it. But if you want to draw from the battery that's in this, come touch it. And when you touch it, that light will come on. It's not a trap. It's not going to hurt you. It's more like a toy. Like if you can touch it, see if you can make the red light light up. Kind of like the strongman contest at the carnival. Are you strong enough to make this device spike to red? No? Okay, I'm going to try a different device. Okay, we're going to turn on another device here. It's very similar to the Spirit Box. Picks up radio waves. And you can use it to communicate with us. We would love to hear from you. The young man, I believe it was a man, young person that life on this staircase. Let me know who you are. What's your name? Phone got turned down somewhere. Okay, we're going to let this go. Where did it set it that it's going to be close to that? That's your phone, isn't it?
Yep, you can set it there. Maybe.
There it goes. You don't have to focus on it, just so it's close to the camera. And I get nothing. That box usually squawks a little bit when I plug it in. Listen.
You're beautiful. That's what I heard.
Who am I speaking to?
Pete.
Pete? Did you say Pete?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Peter? Pete? Are you the gentleman that hung himself in the stairwell? If you respond to me and I don't understand it, I will listen back to this recording. Go ahead and pan around. Look at the, maybe you never know what you might see. Or the camera might see. Okay, I got a Pete. Is there anybody else here with us? Can you step forward and say your name? I'm not sure, and it was very faint, but I think I just heard Pete did it.
Pete did it. Peter? Who is Pete? Who is Peter?
Peter, can you tell me what year you died? Peter, can you tell me how long you've been dead?
4.
4? Well, we know it's been longer than
Gotta
that.
be longer than 4 years, Peter.
Of course, time is a construct not used by the dead. Anybody in this house want to speak with us?
Yes.
What's your name?
Peter.
I didn't hear Peter that time. Peter, can you come to us? Can you knock on a board? Can you bump into that plastic bag hanging on the wall? Just move it ever so slightly. Maybe move a board. Just one of the boards laying around here.
Move something downstairs so we don't see it. Make us hear it.
Are you upstairs or down?
Inside.
Inside. Are you on the upstairs or the downstairs of the house?
Up.
Up.
Are you standing with us or are you in a different room than us? Are you standing with us? Are you in a different room?
What room are you in, Peter?
Choke myself.
What?
I heard choke myself.
Really? I think, okay, I did hear, I know what you heard, yeah. Can't wait to listen back to that. Peter, did you choke on this banister? Were you sad? Why did you hang yourself on this banister, Peter? Girl. Did you hang yourself over a girl?
See, I'm wondering, earlier you heard Peter did it. So what if the person that hung himself is not Peter? And somebody...
I know, it's responded Pete a couple times about what's your name.
Okay, that is true. Never mind. Peter did
Not
it.
to say
Peter did
Peter's
himself.
here too. Peter, yeah, that's what I heard. Peter, as Peter did it, Peter hung himself.
Okay.
And I choked myself. And I heard over a girl.
Who was the girl, Peter?
What was her name? Everybody's quiet now.
Peter, are you still here? Yes, he did it.
Jump.
Peter, did you jump? That, to me, kind of feels like he's crying. All of that ooh noise.
Peter, are you sad?
To me, that sounds like he was crying.
Peter, were you sad when you passed away?
Yes.
Peter, were you alone when you passed away? Was the house empty? Peter, can you tell us your last name? Lots of talking, and I'm sorry if you're saying something. and we don't catch it, we will listen back with headphones.
Pete Johnson.
You heard that?
Yes.
Was your name Pete Johnson?
Pete Johnson. I heard it again.
Pete Johnson, where did they bury your body? Pete Johnson. Pete, do you know that you're dead?
Yes.
Why are you still here, Pete? Pete, if you know you're dead, why don't you cross over? Be in heaven. Do you believe in that you don't go to heaven?
Yes.
That's not true, Pete. God loves you. God forgives.
Free Peter.
We want to free Peter. Peter, you have every right to be in heaven with your loved ones. If you're happy being here, then by all means stay here, but I believe you'd be happier if you crossed over to heaven and found your loved ones. Just because you were sad and you took does not mean you don't deserve happiness. I'm sorry if you killed over a girl.
You still haven't told us her name, Peter. What's her name?
What's the girl you killed?
What are you looking for?
Trying to fill up my pockets here. I got one more thing I want to do. I have an infrared and a blue ring. Infrared and an ultraviolet light.
Okay.
If you're okay with it, we're gonna go.
Yeah, that's fine. So we've been recording 13 minutes and almost 30 seconds. And there's 3 bars on the battery. One of them is gone already. But while we were at the cemetery,
You kept it. It was all.
it was completely full the entire time.
Cemeteries, plural.
Yeah. So what was that, like 2 hours worth of video, I would
I don't know,
say?
something like that. Okay.
So he's trying to get us out of here, I feel like, by draining the battery.
Or he's trying to contact. They'll take the power from batteries and use it. Use the energy to communicate with you.
Peter, are you taking the battery from the camera to communicate with us? I am.
Okay, Peter, if you are, that's fine. I don't want to use up all my battery, but that's fine. We're going to try something different. I'm going to trade lights with Jackie here. Jackie, to change this, you just have, like, you're turning it off, but you don't have to press it all the way.
Okay.
And it'll go through light, bright, dim, flashing.
Okay, now it's recording.
Okay. Now, while we were trying to adjust the camera, this necrophonic was going wild. Asking for help. Hearing the name Peter repeatedly.
Oh. Sorry, how do I fix that?
Which one do you have?
I don't know.
It goes in 3 modes. Light, dim, and flashing. Okay, what we're gonna do, actually I'm gonna, give me that flashlight, Jack.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you this one in ultraviolet. I'm gonna turn off this flashlight that you just gave me.
Okay.
And you just look around the room with that. Best you can.
Is it supposed to show up red on the camera? Because it's not. It's just showing up
I don't
white.
know. I don't think so.
Okay.
It may not even be necessary to do that with the light. I'm curious to see how it does turn out. Did I hear Jackie?
Listen.
What are we looking for? We won't even knock on a wall. Okay, Jackie, tap the button on the back of it one time.